Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. I tried to curl my hair and do something a little special, but I don't think it held too well. Now the ends of my hair are just a little flipped and I have one curl in the front, but aside from that they've mostly fallen out. So if you have any recommendations for that, please let me know. Today I'm talking about the Selection series by a.ka. Basically, this book is The Hunger Games meets The Bachelor. If you are not a fan of The Bachelor, or you are not a fan of The Hunger Games, you should not pick up this series. It combines those two entities into one. That being said, I like watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, but I watch it more so because I find it entertaining versus I truly believe in the process. I enjoy watching how everything unfolds and how people interact in this strange, contrived environment. I'm not necessarily watching that show thinking true love is going to conquer all in the end. I find it more entertaining than I do realistic. In the Selection series, all of the girls in this dystopian world are selected, if they're of age, to compete in this process to win the prince's heart. They take part in this Bachelor-inspired process. The matchmaking process does not end after the first book. So if you are not a fan of this idea of 30 girls enter, one girl's going to win his heart, then this series is definitely not something you should pick up because the process continues on throughout all 3 books. The number of girls competing for his heart, however, are what dwindles until he ends up with somebody in the last book. The main character is not necessarily the most likable in every single occurrence throughout the novels. She's very feisty, sometimes unnecessarily so, and so as the reader, I wasn't always rooting for her as the main character. I did like the other characters around her though. The minor characters were actually more fun for me to read, aside from America's journey over the course of the 3 novels. I really liked the secondary characters and reading how their stories unfolded. I won't spoiler alert anything, but America does have a friend who develops a relationship outside from the matchmaking process, and so I was really rooting for her to find happiness in the end. I also like the book covers. I think they're really cute. I have all 3 on my bookshelf, as you can see. I think this is exactly what a dystopian version of the Bachelor cocktail party would be like, with the fancy dresses and the girls posing to try and woo the man in question. I have the last one in the series in hardcover, and this actually really upsets me because the series doesn't match. I have the 2 paperbacks and then I have the hardcover. I do not like that. I wish I had all 3 in paperback or all 3 in hardcover. I always want books in a series to match. I bought the series when the 1 was last published and added, and so the only way I could have all 3 at the same time to finish the series was to have it in hard copy. And so now I think you can buy it in paperback, but I currently have it in hardcover. That's one of the things about being a book lover. You don't want anything to go wrong with your bookshelves. This book has really good ratings on Goodreads. It's clearly developed an audience. a.ka. has added more books to the series because there's such a demand to have this story continue on by fans and readers. I was entertained throughout the duration of the novels, but I don't think I necessarily enjoyed it to the same degree that everybody else did on Goodreads. To summarize it, I would have to say it's a dystopian version of The Bachelor. Like I said before, if you are not a fan of The Bachelor, or dystopian literature is not your genre, then this series is not something you should pick up. But if those 2 things interest you, this is a series that you will enjoy and should add to your to-be-read list. If you know of any novels with a Bachelor-inspired twist, please comment down below and let me know if you recommend them, because I haven't come across anything remotely similar to the series, and yet I found the premise really intriguing. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great reading day.